Hey guys, I want to welcome you to another episode of the Create Brevity Pod. It's an offshoot off of our website, www.createbrevity.com. We also have an awesome blog, and we do offer coaching for anyone who's interested in getting just a little bit of help consciously manifesting, or they're just looking for some guidance and some direction in the process. Or if you're just starting out and you just want a lot of information, feel free to hit us up for some professional coaching, or feel free to check out the podcast and the blog, and hopefully you can get some guidance that way. So, for this week's episode, I wanted to talk about something that kind of continuing with our basic series, really. The last episode was kind of more on the foundations of conscious manifesting, what it is, what it's not, and we're just going to kind of continue on in that vein today. So today I want to discuss something that a lot of clients have kind of a hard time wrapping their minds around, and that is what kind of comes first. What is the most important part of manifesting? Is it belief versus technique, right? How important are techniques? So I'm going to give you kind of like a simple breakdown. The reason why a lot of coaches and a lot of people who've been doing this for a while, who are a little bit more aware of the process, the reason why they recommend techniques to people like affirmations, scripting, visualizing, they recommend these things because it's kind of like a quick way to hopefully build up someone's faith. That's kind of the best way I can describe it. If you're dealing with someone who's interested, but they're just not quite sure, how it works, if it works, they're not sure if they believe it, they're on board with it, a lot of coaches will recommend someone start out with some techniques. This is a way to build discipline, to build focus, and hopefully build up, different beliefs that you have, or a way to clarify them for yourself. So as a result of that, though, a lot of people think that techniques are the thing that manifests. For example, you'll run into people who are like, I say this affirmation 1,000 times a day. I visualize 100 times a day, and that's working for me. And it's like, oh, that's fantastic, right? It's awesome that that's working for you. However, that's actually not the thing that is manifesting. You guys, we always have to remember that nothing outside of ourselves manifests anything. It's us and how we think and what we believe that we manifest. So it's like I said in the last episode, and this is something that I like to tell my clients a lot, which is you don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. And what techniques do is they help you focus on what you want versus what you don't want. And as a result, they help you build up your faith in yourself. That's all they are. They're just tools, right? And what you'll find is as you get further along in your journey and you become more comfortable manifesting, and you become more comfortable with yourself, right? You're going to find that you actually rely less and less on techniques. They become less of a focus point in your life. They become less important because you are so much more clear about the fact that you are getting the things that you want, right? You're bringing it to you, not the other way around. So that being said, why do people recommend techniques? Like I said, they help you build focus. And what I mean by that is they help you concentrate. A lot of people don't really know how to concentrate on things. It's unfortunate, but there's a great spiritual teacher, a monk named Dangdapani, and he talks about how we have no training in how to concentrate on anything and how to focus. And what visualizing and scripting and affirming does is it does help you focus on something. Maybe sometimes for some people, the first time in their entire life where they are really focusing on something that they want. So that's very important. a lot of times we're very scatterbrained, and we spend our time focusing on, the negative sides of what's happening rather than positive sides, rather than on the actual thing that we want. We focus on how we can't get it. Or we focus on what if we can't get it, and all of these other factors. You call them circumstances, right? We tend to focus on circumstances when we're not concentrating, when we don't know how to. So techniques help you focus, and they also help you build up discipline. So when you are affirming 1,000 times a day or 100 times a day, what you're learning is how easy it is to focus, right? You're building up your reserve system, okay? You're building up, it's honestly what it is it's kind of like practicing, right? You got to practice the muscle you have to work out, okay, until you can just do it by yourself, right? So techniques are kind of just like a personal trainer, they're like exercises, okay? So they're helping you build up that determination as well. Now, the other thing about it is when people talk about techniques, they in general help you build up your belief. And how that works is a lot of coaches will tell people that they should spread out what they want, spread out different manifestations. And as you'll have some manifestations that you don't have as much resistance to, or you don't have as much kind of shadow thought on, or if you want to call it time lag on, you will find that maybe those will come a little bit more easily to you. And then you'll start building up, your belief in yourself that you can manifest things, that you are getting better, right? That you are getting more focused. And as you build up that belief, okay, you will kind of evolve your techniques to fit you, right? And once you do that, then you'll sort of start to see that you can just believe in yourself. So a lot of times coaches will recommend the techniques, right, as a way of helping you kind of maybe get one or two manifestations when you're just not really quite sure of what you believe in yet, when you're still setting it up, as a way to kind of push you over the edge, right? Kind of take you over the top so that you can really get a strong, self-concept going. So self-concept, of course, is, any kind of strong belief system that you have about yourself. So kind of to build that up, to get your faith going, okay, they'll recommend the technique. But it's really important, guys, to always remember that you're the person that's getting it for you, okay? It's not the manifestation, okay, that's just coming to you because it's attracted to your techniques, okay? Techniques help, but it's you that's getting it there, okay? And that's really important because a lot of people treat manifestation like it's some sort of magic, right? And affirmations are some sort of spells that they're invoking. That's not what it is. What you're doing is you're changing the energy of your thoughts, and you're changing the energy around you. And that's kind of what you are working with when you manifest. And when you change your self-concept, that's what you're doing. So it's really important to remember that, okay? Try to have a good time with manifesting. I know that sounds really hard, when it's something that you really, really want, and it's something that's super important to you, and it's taking up so much of your thoughts, okay? I know, I've been there myself, okay? But what you have to understand is, if you feel that whatever you're trying to manifest, you have this extreme attachment to it, right? That's actually a form of resistance, right? And if you're scared of it, or you're scared that you're not going to get it, right? That's actually, you're putting yourself in a situation where you're creating a lot of resistance because you're kind of scared and you're kind of worried that you won't get it, right? So have faith in yourself, okay? Remember that manifesting is faith, okay? Remember that manifesting is about who you are, okay? And not what you want or what you're doing necessarily, okay? Keep that in mind with you, okay? And try to have fun manifesting. Remember, this is something that's supposed to enlighten you and make you feel good about yourself, okay? It's not supposed to be something where you're holding on for dear life or you're terrified that you're going to fail at, okay? And always remember that even before you knew about conscious manifesting, even before you knew what manifestations were, you were already manifesting things very easily and very naturally, okay? What conscious manifesting does is it enlightens you, it wakes you up, it allows you to focus on the things that you want to manifest rather than just kind of leaving it up there, rather than just having it be a random whim. And that's the most important thing to remember. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Create Brevity Pod, and I will see you